From Eyewitness News, this is Sports Wrap.
Welcome to week one of the Tarbox Friday Night Football Wrap. The journey begins for teams looking to get an early jump on what they're hoping is a championship season. We start out with last year's D1 champion Bishop Hendricken. Head coach Keith Croft and the Hawks opening on the road, taking on Division II power St. Ray's. Defenses shining early. Saints with the ball. Jared Witherspoon, the nice play and the tackle behind the line. Hendricken would get the ball back, but on their next possession, the missed handoff. St. Ray's alert recovers, and they're able to cash in on this one. Quarterback Nick Sisto to Charles Correa, a 60-yard touchdown. Saints led 6-0 after one. Our cameras left. Hendricken went crazy. They go on to win at 36-8, the final score. After coming up short last season, LaSalle picked to be the top team in Rhode Island. The Rams getting a solid test right out of the gate. They continue to cross the border to take on strong opponents. This season, it's a matchup with North Attleboro, big crowd at Community Field. We go right to the third quarter. North in control, up 28-7, and looking to add Ryan Perrin to Dwayne Hunter Jr. He takes it 40 yards deep into Rams territory, finally knocked out at the 3. Very next play, QB sneak. Perrin in for the 2-yard touchdown. North up 34-7. LaSalle not backing down. Anthony Francis rolls out, finds Josh Morris, breaking tackles on way to a 40-yard touchdown, but North able to take the opener 46-27, the final. In South Kingstown, the Rebels, big crowd on hand, hosting West Warwick, both playoff teams from a year ago. Third quarter action. Wizards already up 6-0. Cody Greenhoff fakes the handoff, then finds Austin Pagay all the way down to the 27-yard line. Later on the drive, a little misdirection. Pagay fools everybody. He's got some space. He's got some moves. He's going to take this one all the way to the house. 2-point conversion. Great catch by Trevor Lawton, and the Wizards go on to win it 20-0, the final. It's not quite football weather just yet. The refs looking comfortable sporting these shorts at Cranston Stadium. West taking on Cumberland. Falcons held a 6-0 lead at the half. This game all about defense and special teams. West punting, good kick. Then check out the effort by his teammates to down it at the 1-yard line. Cumberland backed up deep. The Falcons D keeping them there. Anthony St. Laurent chases down the QB for the big sack. Cumbie forced to punt. Now this is 2 possessions later. Jake Gabbery with the sack. Cranston West is 1-0 though, 12-6, the final. Barrington making the long trip south. They open with Westerly, a Division II semifinalist last season. On the first drive of the game, Barrington quarterback Jake Simons fakes the handoff, tosses down the sideline to Sam Ventrone. He takes it all the way down to the 13. That would lead to a field goal and a 3-0 Eagles lead. And the following kick, it's a squib. Everyone going for the ball. The Eagles would eventually recover it at the 35. John Meehan would take it 35 yards to pay dirt to make it 10-zip, but Westerly able to come back in this one. This one tight throughout. Westerly Bulldogs do win it 27-23, the final in that one. Coming up next on the Tarbox Friday Night Football Wrap, 2 teams that finished runner-up in their respective divisions battle it out in a Week 1 crossover matchup, and more from Hendricken. Head coach Keith Croft standing by and ready to join us in the Coach's Corner. Much more still to come. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Tarbox Friday Night Football Wrap. We're doing something a little bit different this season. We're going to call it the Coach's Corner. We're going to have a coach live in studio with us to kind of talk about his team and many other things. And first up, the guinea pig, Hendricken head coach Keith Croft. Coach, thank you so much for coming in and joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me, Eric.
Yeah, no problem. And we were just joking. Our cameras left. You guys were down 6-0. Obviously played a little bit better after that first quarter. Just talk a little bit about tonight's game and how things went.
Yeah, we got a fairly young team. A lot of starters lost from last year's team, so we got some new faces coming in. We just kind of, as the game went on, we just kind of felt our way through it. Our offensive line got a good push, and some of our younger guys stepped up, and we had a good game from one of our running backs tonight, Remington Blue, 4 touchdowns. Yeah, and you mentioned a lot of starters lost from last season, which was a championship season for you guys. How different is it to walk around the state when you're state champions? Do people look at you a little different? Does the water taste a little better? I mean, what was it like for you? You know, I think it, if anything, gives you a little more confidence. But like I tell the kids, there's an even bigger bullseye on our back. Not just being Hendricken, but being the returning state champion. I think it makes you work a little bit harder, puts a little more pressure on you. But we try to take it 1 week at a time. And this was a big win for us tonight. St. Ray's is a real good football team. Yeah, you mentioned that matching up with a pretty good Division II is important to have your kids go out there and play a pretty good team right away. Or as a coach, would you rather have it where maybe your kids can maybe ease into things? I was really happy. I was really happy tonight. St. Ray's is a good football team. They gave us a real tough game tonight. I was real glad we played them. I think as a football coach, I think you play the best competition you can. I think it just gets you ready for as the season, gets you more ready, prepares you as the season goes on. So, all things positive. Yeah, and coming back from a championship season, how do you keep the kids in check? You did lose a lot of kids, but some kids are back. How do you keep them in check and keep them focused and say, this is what it took to make this happen last season, this is how we need to repeat it? Two ways. It starts with a great group of seniors. We got a group of seniors that have tremendous leadership. They've been through the battles before. They know what to expect. And my assistant coaches, they do a real good job. We all try to take it 1 week at a time, one play at a time, one game at a time. We're already getting ready for South Kingston next week, so we don't look too far ahead. And LaSalle, I don't know if you pay attention to preseason polls, once again picked to be #1, and you guys got him in the championship last year, but you don't pay any attention to that stuff, you just I mean, you know what's going on. I mean, you know who's ranked #1. I'd be lying to you if you said we didn't pay attention, but, rightfully so. LaSalle's a great football team. They got a lot of pieces coming back, and, I think what they've earned is that #1 ranking, and, they had a tough loss tonight, but North Attleboro's a real tough team. Yeah, and it should be a heck of a game when you guys meet up here a couple weeks from now, so we appreciate you coming in and being our first one on the show, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you again later this season. My pleasure. All right, once again, Keith Croft, Bishop Hendricken head coach. We're now going to join Sarah Hogan for more highlights. Sarah.
Well, Eric, 3 out of our next 8 schools made it all the way to their respective division championships last year. This time around, they're looking at another solid season. So we kick it off first in Central Falls. Here we go. Warriors and Islanders looking to bounce back this season after losing their respective Super Bowls last year. Islanders wasting no time kicking off their 2012 campaign on the right foot. Opening kickoff, Vincent Shimar takes control. A couple of nice blocks, and here he is. He opens the lane, and he is off 75 yards to the house for the Islanders' first TD of the season. 7-0, they lead the way. Still in the first, that is. Islanders looking to convert a turnover by the Warriors. Junior Russ Connor takes a handoff and speeds through the middle for the second TD of the game, this time a 30-yard run. Islanders go on to win big, shutting out Central Falls 43-0. Heading north now, Central Knights looking to bounce back this season without star running back Mike Washington. Knights traveling up north to North Smithfield to take on the Northmen in a non-conference game. Central leading the way 3-0, but Northmen with a trick up their sleeve on first down, the flea flicker. Paris Correa launches it deep to Matt Walco, who reels it in over near the end zone for a first down. Northmen converting that big play into big points as they take the 7-3 lead off of this TD pass to Peter Keenan, but the Knights would have an answer in the second quarter. QB sneak here by Donald Johnson puts Central back in front 9-7. Northmen come back in the second half, though, to win big, a big upset, 24-23 over Central. Crossing over town lines now into Lincoln, where the Lions took on Shea. Time ticking away in the fourth quarter. Lions trailing 14-6. Looking at fourth down, John Galang tries to connect with Chris Campbell, but Joel Almeida is there to break up the play. End of the play, that is. Raiders not settling, however, as Dennis Lloyd puts the finishing touches on a great night with a 30-yard TD run. Then the 2-point conversion would seal this one. Aaron Rodriguez with that one right there, the QB sneak. So that slams the lid. The game's over. Raiders beat Lincoln 22-6. And over in North Providence, we have another crossover match between Classical and North Providence. Pick up the action second quarter, still no score. Purple driving, Griffin Clark drops back, connects the pass to number 4, but heads up play on Diaz. Ricky Silva strips the ball loose, and Hunter Popow is there to recover it. Cougars now threatening, and on first down they convert. Joel Diaz had a fabulous season. 10-yard TD run to kick off this one. Makes it a 6-0 game. Purple would answer with a 25-yard field goal before the half was through, but the Cougars would go on to win 22-9 over Classical. And remember to check out WPRI.com for extended highlights of everything you see tonight, plus scores from throughout the region. We'll be uploading the games throughout the night. Eric, let's send it back to you.
Thank you, Sarah. Coming up when the football wrap continues, one block left to go. We'll wrap things up with a crosstown battle just over the border. Much wrap still to come. Stay with us.
Eyewitness News Sports Wrap continues on WPRI 12.
Hi, we're the Central Falls High School cheerleaders, and welcome back to the Starbucks Toyota High School Football Wrap.
Well, we usually have to wait until Turkey Day to see the big rivalries. Attleboro and Bishop Feion revving things up in week one. The series dominated by the Bombardiers the last 3 seasons, and overall they lead the head-to-head 25-23-1. We fast forward to the 4th quarter in this one. Bombardiers trying to extend their lead with a 2-point conversion. Feion stops it though. Sean Curran in the backfield. Attleboro leads 19-7. Feion's the last chance. Nick Romero has his pass batted away by Jared Harris. The Bombardiers win the Elks Trophy for the 4th year in a row. 19-7 was the final. We finish up in Pilgrim. The Patriots sporting new headgear this year. The Michigan look. Pilgrim hosting Smithfield. First quarter action. The Sentinels on the move. The counter play, usually effective, is here. David Perillo, nothing but green in front of him. 39-yard touchdown and a 7-0 lead. The defense also showing up to play. Running back hit, then eventually brought down by Jordan Smith. The Sentinels would get the ball back. Time for Pilgrim's D to step it up. A swarm of Patriots tacklers bringing down the ball carrier, but Smithfield would not be denied on this drive. Deception out of the backfield. It's Ethan Polici down the sideline. The stutter step finally knocked out at the 20. This drive capped off by Andrew Cummings. Smithfield wins it 33-12. Finally, to the one play that stands tall above all else, our play of the night. For that, we go back to Central Falls. High school football opener taking on Middletown. And the Islanders wasting no time. On the opening kick, Vincent Shamar taking control, a couple nice blocks, opens things up, 75 yards to the house. Big play would start a big night for Middletown. They go on to win it 43-0. That'll do it for our Friday night football wrap week one. Have a great weekend, everybody.